What makes a billionaire's son trade fortune for the front lines of a revolution? This is the story of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, a privileged son turned revolutionary, an Oxford graduate who would shape one of Africa's most tragic and defining conflicts. Born in 1933 in Zungeru, northern Nigeria, Ojukwu came from power. His father, Sir Louis Odumegwu Ojukwu, was Nigeria's first billionaire, a titan of industry under British colonial rule. Ojukwu's future seemed set, inherited the empire, live in comfort. But he had other plans. After attending King's College Lagos and earning a degree in modern history from Oxford, Ojukwu returned home, not to manage businesses but to serve in the Nigerian army, an unconventional choice for someone of his status. He joined in 1957, one of the first university-educated Nigerians to do so. At the time, the army was dominated by colonial officers and men from humble backgrounds. Ojukwu had to constantly prove he belonged. Yet through intellect, discipline, and resolve, he rose quickly. When Nigeria gained independence in 1960, it was already a nation under strain. Ethnic rivalry, political unrest, and corruption were simmering. Then came the 1966 military coup, which assassinated key leaders, mainly from the north. Though Ojukwu wasn't involved, the event fractured national unity. A counter-coup followed, deepening the divide. Ethnic killings broke out across the country, especially targeting Igbos in the north. Ojukwu, then military governor of the eastern region, pushed for peace, but the massacres continued. He called for a political solution, advocating a decentralized Nigeria where regions had more autonomy. But peace agreements, like the Aburi Accord, fell apart. Mistrust had grown too deep. With tens of thousands of Easterners killed and the federal government unwilling to address the crisis, Ojukwu made a historic announcement on May 30, 1967. Eastern Nigeria is now a sovereign nation, the Republic of Biafra. That declaration triggered the Nigerian Civil War. The war lasted 30 months. Under-resourced and isolated, Biafra struggled against a better-armed federal force supported by Britain and the Soviet Union. The result was catastrophic. Roughly 3 million people died, most from starvation caused by a blockade. The world watched in horror as images of starving children emerged from Biafra. Still, Ojukwu refused to surrender. To many in the East, he symbolized resistance and dignity. To others, he was a reckless separatist. By January 1970, as Biafra collapsed, Ojukwu fled to Ivory Coast where he was granted asylum. His deputy surrendered and the war officially ended. The dream of Biafra was over, but its impact would never be forgotten. In 1982, Ojukwu was granted a presidential pardon and returned to Nigeria after 13 years in exile. His return sparked celebration and controversy. Some hailed his courage, others remembered the cost. He re-entered politics, ran for office, and remained a significant voice in national conversations. Over time, he transitioned from revolutionary to elder statesman. He married Bianca Ojukwu, a lawyer and former beauty queen, and together they became a prominent public couple. She stood by him through illness and political storms. Ojukwu passed away on November 26, 2011 in London at the age of 78. Tributes came from all corners of Nigeria, both in reverence and in criticism. Statues now stand in his honor across southeastern Nigeria. Streets bear his name. His legacy is remembered in textbooks, in debate, and in the hearts of millions. Ojukwu remains a polarizing figure. What are your thoughts about his actions for the present-day Nigeria? If you found this story enlightening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more untold stories from around the world. I'm Augustin, and this is All Round History Book. Until next time, stay curious.